So let me explain the difference between mental health and mental unhealth, or the difference between dysfunctional and healthy. This question is often asked of me, can I ever be healthy? Can I ever not be dysfunctional? When can I be happy? And the problem is in the definition. Too many people believe that to be mentally healthy or happy, you have to not have problems. The idea that mental health and happiness is related to the absence of problems actually perpetuates and causes psychological and emotional problems. It is impossible to be happy in life all the time. We are not designed to always be happy. And whenever someone is happy all the time, I get suspicious. And I know that sounds cynical, but I say to you guys, as a mental health practitioner, it's a red flag, because the human condition is a tough one. We come into this world and we naturally, at every stage of our lives, we experience challenges, roadblocks, problems. Good mental health is having the internal resources to solve your problems, or the motivation and the courage to seek external resources to solve them. Dysfunctional mental health or bad mental health is not having the internal resources and or not wanting to seek them outside of yourself. So very simply, being mentally healthy is not defined as being happy and always strong and always correct and always smart. It is what you do when things are going badly, is how you address them. What do you do about it? The healthy person solves a problem. They find a solution and they overcome them. So from depression eventually comes happiness. From grief comes resolution of grief and acceptance. From anxiety comes calmness. Not always that linearly. Mental health is not happy in the absence of problems. Please change your thinking on that. Mental health is good mental health is a pursuit of mental health, which means you need to rely on internal resources, and that is built strength, security, self-esteem, trust, vulnerability, all of the psychological traits that a mentally healthy person has in order to continue feeling strong, healthy, self-loving. Mental health requires self-love. Mental health requires self-love abundance, which is why I changed the word codependency to self-love deficit disorder and its cure to self-love abundance. Because if you have good mental health, the world is your oyster. Conversely, to not have good mental health or to be dysfunctional is to have a problem and be overcome by it, be overwhelmed by it, not because of the problem itself. Because you can be mentally healthy and have a problem and not overcome it because your internal resources and your external resources can't solve it. That's life and that's sadness, but it's not a reflection of mental health. Dysfunctional health is you have a problem, you don't want to seek help, you're embarrassed to seek help, you don't know about how to seek help, you've been gaslit into not seeking help, you have cognitive distortions or broken beliefs about not seeking help, or you just don't feel worth any help. And that person you identify as yourself, your self-concept, the person who you don't love, or what I call self-love deficient self, doesn't want to get help, is afraid to get help, doesn't believe she deserves help, doesn't feel worthy of help. Because as long as you hold dear definitions that are incorrect, it will lead you to broken assumptions and a lot of disappointment. So for all of you guys who struggles, who's sad, who's angry, who's lonely, who's addicted. Those problems do not define mental health or mental dysfunction or mental unhealth or mental disease. That is a part of your own distorted thinking processes. It's a part of our society and what the belief systems that are pushed upon us, our society's mores and morals. Mental health is what you do with your problem. So therefore, you can be an alcoholic and you can be in recovery. And you can be doing this one day at a time thing, and that day you are sober. You're being mentally healthy. Do not connect mental health with an outcome. Don't. Because if you connect mental health with an outcome, then you're going to be working at this elusive finish line. You're going to be looking at the checkered flag at the end of the race, and you're going to go, when I get there, I'm going to win this race. No, it's the race itself. It's you're running a race in order to win something that means something that means something to you. I'm very articulate this morning. Is the journey. It is the pursuit of something that's better, something that feels right. It's something that you want. Mental health, happiness, is not so much what you are at any given point. And using a work of art, a painting, as a metaphor, it's not your painting. You can say, hey, I don't like that, and paint over it. And with the help of another person, recreate the picture of your life and where you want to be in it. That is mental health. The painting and the recreation of the story that you no longer want to be associated with. And if you were my client, I would say, great job. I've never seen you more mentally healthy than you are now. And you might ask, but I'm not there yet. And I said, no, you are there. You have hope, you have optimism, and you have a picture of your future. Sometimes it's as good as it gets. Because once you get to that moment where you think you're supposed to be, that defines mental health, other problems will come your way, and you'll know exactly what to do.